Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my monthly favorites. Today we're going to discuss my top beauty favorites from the month of February. I have makeup but also a bit of skincare here as well. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. Let's just jump into skincare right away. So at the end of January, I came back from vacation. I went to Barbados. It was glorious and amazing, but something about the intense humidity and the sun and then the flight home dried out my skin in the driest, most dehydrated way. My skin felt so terrible. Like it literally, I could just feel it being pulled. You know when you're just minding your own business and you can just sort of feel your skin tight and pulling, like no matter what I was doing, it was never moisturized enough, never hydrated enough, and it was so irritated. Like I could almost like look at like flakes of dry dead skin during the day, and it was so irritated, so red, so reactive. So I had to just like go back to basics and go to my go-to routine for when this happens. So first up is moisturizer. And this is the Dr. Jart Ceramidin Cream. So this is the Skin Barrier Moisturizing Cream. This stuff is liquid gold in a way. It is so intensely moisturizing, hydrating, soothing at the same time. It has lots of ceramides, which sort of act as like bricks in your skin barrier to just make sure that all of the gorgeous hydration stays within your skin and nothing sort of floats away into the ether. And it doesn't really have that many bells and whistles as far as like other active ingredients, but that's what I needed. I skipped vitamin C, I skipped retinol for a while. Like I didn't do anything else, just like basic moisturizer for a few weeks, and my skin now looks gorgeous and is super hydrated, so that helped a lot. And this was, or it still is, my go-to morning moisturizer. So I've been using this basically since I got back. I ordered it from Sephora immediately and it got here pretty quickly. And then for the evening, I'm going into the Biossance Squalene Omega Repair Cream. So this one here is much more rich. It's a cream like this, like you can hold it like that. It's not going to fall out. It's really thick and it has a little bit of a scent, but it's not perfumed. It doesn't have tons of bells and whistles, but it's just this very nourishing, reparative cream. So I would do a thick slather of this in the evening, and the next morning I would wake up, or I still am waking up, and my skin still looks plump and rehydrated and sort of like regenerated overnight. I had another nighttime moisturizer that I tried to use when I got back from vacation, but I would wake up in the morning and see dry skin on my face, which was terrible. So I had to go into my heavy duty, ultra nourishing, reparative, restorative moisturizer. So this combo, AM and PM, has been a lifesaver, a game changer. My skin looks luminous, the redness is gone, the flakiness, the tightness, the dryness is all gone, and it's thanks to these two here. I don't know if it was the weather, the change of weather, the harsh climate. I think all of it together made a perfect storm of like terrible, dry, irritated skin. And this is like my go-to soothing combination. And then the last step that I am still doing, I'm doing this like a couple times a week. This is the U Beauty. It's the Barrier Bioactive Treatment. So it's a treatment you do a couple times a week. At first, I started doing it like every single night just to get as much moisture as I could. And so this one here you use as the very last step of your skincare routine. Like you do everything else, like everything you do normally, and then you go into this at the very end and you kind of do like a nice generous slather. It is, again, just intensely moisturizing, hydrating, plumping, nourishing, regenerative, just like all of that stuff you need when you're dry, dehydrated, irritated, red, just the pits of skin, basically. I believe it's marine collagen and urea and hyaluronic acid. It's just this beautiful cocktail of a super intensive treatment. Now that my skin is back to normal, I'm using this like once twice a week maybe, now that everything is like back to normal. But it was just really great as like this intensive treatment. And I just think that my skin barrier just got disrupted and irritated with just everything that I explained. And this trio here helped everything put in place, because I am wearing a primer, but I'm really not wearing a foundation. I'm wearing primer, concealer, and a powder. And next up here is another favorite, and this is the Dior Backstage Face and Body powder. But this one here is really gorgeous if you have dry, dehydrated skin, because it's water-based, it's gel-based, it's incredibly hydrating. If you have oily skin, this is not going to be for you, but this is what I'm wearing. It's not going to offer tons of coverage, but if your skin is cooperating, you don't need that much coverage. And this is 3N. That's basically my shade match. I've been dipping into this one quite a bit, which says a lot. Like after everything that my skin has been going through, I want to wear a powder. That's how nice it is. It's very blurring. It's like a nice soft blur. It has a bit of glow to it. Like it's not going to be mattifying at all, but it's luminous. It offers a bit of coverage. I'm actually quite shocked that I'm wearing this now for the season with how my skin has been for the past few weeks. It's surprising that I would want to wear this on an almost daily basis considering everything, but it's nice. Like it offers just enough coverage, just a little bit. Sometimes I wear this over top of a foundation if I want lots of coverage, but if I want something light and if I want my skin to look and feel like skin, I go into that, and it doesn't dry me out, it doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't pick up on any texture, it doesn't go into creases, so it's been really wonderful. Recently on my channel, I've been on a little bit of a purple eyeshadow kick, you may have noticed, and so I have re-dipped into one of my favorite palettes from Chanel, and this is 228 Tissé Cambon. Now, in my opinion, this is what a spring palette should be. It's purple, it's pink, it's light, it's fresh, it's floral. I just think that this is what a palette should be, especially from Chanel. Here is a swatch of the palette. So you can see that the dark purple is dark, but you can sheer it out. I love the pink, I love the purple. As you can see, I am a pink lady. And I just think that this is so pretty. I have used it a couple times recently on my channel, so I'll provide links down below. I also did a video recently just swatching and ranking all of my favorite purple shadows from Chanel, so you might be interested in that as well. Another palette that I used and reused a lot in February is an oldie but a goodie, and one of my favorite palettes ever, and this is the Chanel Candeur et Expérience 268. So as you can see, some of the colors have been dug into way more. I'm almost hitting pan on the lightest shade because I've just been really enjoying like a very light neutral face with a very light eye and a bold pink fuchsia lip. Something about that has just been calling to me for the past month. So let me go ahead and give you swatches of this one here. It's very different than the beautiful purple pink palette from before. Clearly there is a red eyeshadow in here, which I avoid. I do wear it sometimes, but 3 out of the 4 shadows are what I use the most. When I want just a very light, neutral, no makeup eye, this is what I go for because the colors are all matte. It's like a soft satiny matte. It's not dry. It looks like my skin tone, but a little bit better. So when I just want a very beautiful, is she wearing makeup? Yes, she's wearing makeup. No, I can't tell. That's what I go for. And so I've been using this one a lot, and I think I need to find a palette or a single that is just like this one here because I quite love how light and neutral and natural it is. So I've been dipping into both of these quite a lot this month, and it's nice because they're both so different from each other. One is like pink and purple, and one is just like a matte neutral nude eye look, and we sort of need that variety. Next up here is actually a makeup brush. So I have loved this for quite some time. When this first came out, this is from Hermes. So this is the Hermes Beauty Travel Blush Brush. But for some reason, when this first came out, it was limited edition. So it came out, it was discontinued, sad story, but they appear to have brought it back permanently. And I love this brush. It's so incredibly soft. The bristles are so soft, just like absolutely gorgeous. Feels like a little massage as you apply it. I love it. I love the shape. It just fits on your vanity so beautifully. It's so fresh. It's Hermès. It makes you feel very fancy when you look at it on your vanity. And it just fits very nicely. It's a great brush. It's travel size as well. So if you need to travel, it's great. It's not going to be too big and too bulky. And they finally brought it back from the land of discontinued. I don't know why it was permanent, or I don't know why it was limited edition right away, but I'm glad it's back now. Last but not least is my lip combination. So first up is from Clé de Peau. This is the lip magnifier in neutral pink. It is just this really beautiful tinted lip balm, but this is it twisted up to the maximum. And as you can imagine, I have a lot of lip products. So for me to be able to I haven't hit pan yet, but I'm on my way. For me to be able to do this means I quite like a product, and it's just a really nice buttery nourishing lip balm. But these ones here will sort of enhance your natural pH, and this neutral pink here is really lovely when you want a nice neutral pink look. It's very nice. And then I have the Givenchy liquid lip balm in 001. Like I stated, I have a lot of lip products, but you can actually see in the center here that there's like not a hole, but you can see that I've actually used this up, that you can see through the gloss. Lip balm. It's a lip balm, like a liquefied chapstick in a liquid formula, and 001 on me gives me the prettiest pink. This just enhances your lip pH. There's other shades too. Like I have a red one, I have a purple one, but the pink one is my favorite. It sort of matches my sweater, and I'm just impressed that I've actually managed to make a dent in this, that you can actually see through the other side of the lip balm, not lip gloss. It's lovely, it's thick. It doesn't run everywhere because it's not a lip gloss. It's not going to run everywhere. It's a liquefied, buttery chapstick. It stays in place. It doesn't move. It doesn't go into fine lines. And I love the color. This one here is my favorite, but they have other shades to choose from. So that about does it for my favorites for February. I didn't have a ton this month because I sort of got into makeup routines. Either I was wearing purple or I was wearing a very neutral eye with a bold lip. That was my mood for February. I don't know why. That was just what I've been doing. But I kind of like it because to me, both of those scream spring. Pink and purple for spring, love it. But then also like a neutral eye with like a pink fuchsia bright lip. It sort of injects color into a very cold spring. I mean, technically it's March now, but it feels like winter here. It's still winter until like April or May sometimes. Yeah, it's sad. So for me, I need to inject color. I need color infusion in my makeup. And so these have been my favorites for February. I would love to hear from you down below. Leave a comment. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, I highly recommend that you do so. I talk a lot about luxury beauty, a lot of Chanel and other French luxury products or French luxury brands. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. On that note, I think that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.